I wanted to share something with you guys. This is a bit off the cuff, but I think it's an important thing to share. Since I started my channel 2 months ago and I launched my online community, I think it's been about 3 weeks, I've learned a few things about this work. When I started the channel, I did it because in my own life, I have, I've, I've had a great interest in trauma recovery, somatic healing, and of course, the voice, singing. These are three things that have been so important to me. And when I was 31, I lost my ability to perform on stage after almost 2 decades of performing fearlessly. I started singing solos when I was 13 years old in church, started performing whenever I could, baptisms, funerals, talent shows. I was fearless and I loved it very much. And then something very difficult happened, and I went on stage when I was 31 after working on an album that I was going to release, and I was going to share my songs like usual, not a big deal. And something happened that had never happened before. I choked on stage and I could barely use my voice. This had never happened to me before. And the experience was so humiliating, so embarrassing that I made it a point to perform as little as possible for the next 10 years. And when I say that, I mean, I would have just given up, but I had already been making a living as a musician for over 10 years at that point. And so I couldn't just quit. I was deep into it, and there was no quitting. And so I tried to perform as little as possible, and I tried to focus on studio work and private parties, which were still performing, still difficult, and teaching. I really focused hard on teaching. And um this was very very difficult. It was emotionally devastating. I lost something that I loved very much, but I really had no way of talking about it. I didn't even open up to anybody about it until something like 7 years later. I said something to a fellow piano teacher, and she was so compassionate in her response to me. She said, there are therapists that help with things like that. And I thought, okay, well, I'll give that a try. But when I tried to talk to therapists about it, I could tell that they were doing their best, but even they didn't really understand what I had been going through. But they were helpful and did help me get to a point where I could actually get in front of an audience again without, well, I still get very nervous when I perform. That never went away, but I've gotten myself to a point where I can use my singing voice in front of an audience, and that's really all I was hoping to do. And so, here is what I have learned in the last 2 months since I launched this channel, and especially in the last 3 weeks since I've launched the Healthy Voice community. I'm not alone. I'm not the only one who has gone through this. When I started posting these videos on YouTube, my hope was that I thought I would reach a small group of people. I was excited when I reached 100 subscribers. I thought, wow, 100 people have experienced this. This is huge. I'm going to do everything I can to help these 100 people. I really thought it was going to be a very small I thought I was going to have a very small group of subscribers. But when the numbers started reaching in the thousands, and then I got to 10,000, and then over the weekend I reached 20,000 subscribers, and then 38 people signed up for my Healthy Voice community on launch weekend, the message is very clear. I am not alone. I am not the only one who has been through something like this. My community is full of people who have experienced their own version of my story. People who had a fearlessness around their voice, and something happened and they lost it. Or people who grew up in situations where they were not allowed to have a voice, but they were creative and they expressed themselves creatively. But then as they got into adulthood, things get harder when you reach adulthood. You have more responsibilities. A large amount of my subscribers on YouTube are Generation X, or what I would label as young baby boomers. Baby boomers who are sort of in this like weird bracket. They're not quite like that sexual revolution baby boomer generation, but they're not quite Gen X. They're sort of in this like in between state. And I have to imagine I could probably say the same thing for older millennials. There's this like section of the population that's sort of like between 40 and 60s, late 60s, that are coming to my channel. And so what that tells me is that a lot of these people grew up being very creative and very expressive, but into adulthood, it became more and more difficult to express themselves confidently and easily. And so these are the people who are being drawn to my channel. And it's such a relief. Like it's such a relief. I've been sharing with my community. We have been having conversations together in our live sessions. My private clients and I have been having these conversations where there's this feeling of relief to know that it's not just us. For me, I can speak for myself. It's not just me. Like there is this um difficulty in expressing ourselves authentically and with ease and confidently, and that's what this voice work is helping people do. And so I wanted to share that with you because I have a lot of people on the YouTube channel who are not part of the community, and you guys comment regularly. I see your names and I recognize you at this point. And so I share this video on my channel to let you know that if you resonate with this work, you are not alone. And it makes sense now. It makes sense to me. Now I have hindsight. Now I can look back and say, of course, thousands and thousands of people signed up to watch this channel regularly. Of course, all these people wanted to sign up for the community. Of course, because in hindsight, I can now see how obvious it is because we all have a voice. Our voice is us. My voice is me. My voice is my core identity. My voice is my soul made manifest through sound. Your voice is your soul made manifest through sound. And so many of us went through traumatic experiences where we were silenced, we were told to shut up, we were punished for being ourselves, expressing ourselves. And so it's science, people. The voice shuts down after so many debilitating experiences. And so naturally, a platform like the Healthy Voice is going to reach so many people. And so I wanted to share with you that that is the most important lesson I have learned through this process. I thank you for being here. I thank you for taking charge of your healing. Because as you've noticed, this is not a channel of victimhood. I do not I do not advocate for victimhood. I advocate for healing. And healing takes courage. It's more of a warrior's path that I am promoting here. And so those of you who watch this channel, those of you who have signed up for the community or who have signed up to be on my newsletter or follow me on Substack, you guys are brave warriors on a healing path. And I really respect that. And I appreciate you being here because, as I like to sign off with most of my videos, I really believe that you have a unique voice to share with the world. And so I admire you for your courage and I want you to keep going because the world, we all need your unique voice. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.